Oh, fucking Jesus. Whew. Alrighty, we are on here, flogs and flogettes. It is your boy BD3 coming at you live down under in Australia for another NBA, recap, review, fucking whatever you want to call it. Fucking 9 minutes of me bitching about fucking something, right? Just been away with the fam for the weekend over in Melbourne, back in Adelaide now, ready to get fucking stuck in. And today I've got an exciting episode for you, I do. Because I'm going to go through the lottery picks from the 2024 draft and I'm going to grade them one on themselves and then their fit on the team as a combined grade, right? Now, I actually am quite high on this draft, right? I like it a lot more than a lot of people do because I think if you're not looking for a star, there is a fuck ton of absolute awesome role players and people that could be, that next tier below all-star, right? That nearly all-star level player that can be really important players on championship teams, all right? Now, before we get stuck in, please go and hit that fucking subscribe button wherever the fuck it is. I don't know where it is on the screen. And subscribe to the channel. I'm really trying to grow the base here. And if you like listening to drunk Australians fucking swear for 10 minutes, I'm your fucking man, right? Let's go. Alrighty. Got the old fucking little NBA app up here. I need my fucking glasses, hang on. Can't see a fucking thing without them these days. I'm fucking getting all this bullshit. Alright. Number 1 to Atlanta, Zachary Risachet. I'm sure I fucking butchered that. But for me, I quite like this. I'm going to give, but not too much, right? I'm going to give him a B grade, right? One, because I think Risachet will be a great third option on a team. I think he could really be that kind of wing defender. If he can give you a little bit of self-creation, that'd be nice as well. But mainly he's going to be in that role of that person that might create once the lead guard goes off the court. He's also going to guard the best player every night, right? His absolute ceiling is Paul George, right? That's what you're hoping for, in a perfect world. I don't think he gets there, but that's what you're hoping for. The grade comes down a bit because I just don't like the fit with Atlanta. He's got fucking Trae Young there. He's going to be holding the ball fucking 22 of the 24 seconds, and he's going to have to do everything on defense to fucking save this team from being a mediocre defensive team. So I feel for Zachary. I like him, but the fit, it's a B grade for me, right? Number 2, Alexander Sarr going to Washington. I'm giving this one a B+, right? I really like Sarr, right? I know he can't fucking do much offensively yet, but I think the signs are there. I think the shot is clean enough and crisp enough that it's going to improve. I think with some dedicated offensive work, he can become a good big man. And these days, to be a good big man, you just need to be able to shoot threes, dunk the ball, and maybe have some kind of little mid-range shot or something that, you can be a really good cutter or a really good screener. You don't have to have an amazing post-up game because no one fucking plays in the post anymore, right? It's a B+ for me. I like the fit with Washington for the most part. They're a fucking shit show and they need some good young talent, right? And I think he can provide that. I don't like him next to Jordan Poole just because I don't like Jordan Poole very much, but I think he'll help this team. It's a B+. We get to our first A grade of the list with Reed Shepherd going to the Houston Rockets. And look, I'm an OKC fan, right? You can see there the old OKC shirt, right? And we've got this rivalry going with Houston, whatever you want to fucking call it. But credit where credit's due, Houston have made some really good decisions lately, right? And picking Reed Shepherd at 3 was fucking awesome because not only is he a fucking lights out shooter, like he will shoot the shit out of that ball, right? That ring will be on fucking fire. I didn't realize the self-creation that he had, right? He gets into the G League or the Summer League, whatever the fuck you call it, and he fucking starts ripping people to shreds. He looked like a fucking younger Luka Doncic for a minute there, right? I was loving it. I love the confidence. That release is lightning fast. He is going to be an absolute asset to a Houston team. My only concern with it is that Houston have got a bunch of guys that all want to be the fucking superstar, right? And only one of them can, right? Alperen Sengun, he's probably the guy. Jalen Green thinks he's the fucking man. You need to trade him off the fucking team right now. Put Reed Shepherd in his spot. Surround him with Eamon Thompson, and Fred VanVleet to learn from. I think they've got a good thing going there. It just depends on how they play it from here. But it's a fucking A grade from me for the Houston Rockets. Good job. Coming in at number 4, we got Stephon Castle going to the Spurs. I fucking love this. A young, exciting, energetic, fucking confident. I will use the word confident, not arrogant, confident point guard to pair with Wemby. Long term, they're going to be a great fucking pick and roll duo. And I love this even more now. Stephon Castle is probably a B+ for me, right, as a pick. But what takes this up to an A- for me is the San Antonio Wemby of it all, but also picking up Chris Paul for him to learn from. Now, we all know how much SGA grew from that 1 year with Chris Paul. I hope Castle can do the same thing because I think that would be the best thing for him. It's an A- for me. Coming in at number 5, Ron Holland II to Detroit. It's a B+ for me. Detroit are a fucking shit show. They need all the talent they can get. I think he was the best on the board available at that time. In terms of what they're going to get out of him, I think he's going to be a really solid player. He's going to be tough. He's going to be big. He's got a big man body already. But Detroit just needs something. They need anything, right? So it's a B+ for me because they got probably best player available at that point. Next one, number 6, we get Saloon to the Charlotte Hornets. Now, fucking Charlotte, you want to talk about basket cases? They're all over the shop right now. I like Saloon as a player. He is an absolute development player, though. He is the Ousmane Dieng of this class, right? Which means he's going to need 3 or 4 or 5 years to really come into his own. And they just don't have that time. With LaMelo Ball, you know, his contract's going to be coming up soon. They've just re-signed Miles Bridges for fucking 3 years, $75 million. Right, you know, I think the timeline's not quite right there. That's what brings this grade down for me, is I think by the time he starts to be something useful, it'll be too late for Charlotte, right? So it's a C+ for me for Saloon, right? Not necessarily so much the player, more the fit on the team. Number 7, Donovan Clingan to Portland. It's a B for me. Look, I got nothing against Clingan. I think he's a good player. I just think for me, he's a less good Zach Edey, right? And I know that's going to cop a bit of shit, right? But the things that he's going to be doing, he's not quick, right? So his defense is going to be drop coverage, right? He's not a great, I don't think he's a great shooter. And his offense is very basic. It's, you know, big man dunk, right? Things, and he can do all those things, right? But Zach Edey does all of those things better, in my opinion, right? The thing for me, though, is he should get a bit of run on Portland. I'm really hoping he does get some run, but they've got fucking DeAndre Ayton there, so he's going to be stuck behind Ayton as well, right? So it's a B grade for me. I think, you know, if they get Ayton out there, this grade could go a bit higher for Donovan, give him a chance to really fucking have a crack. But right now, it's just a B for me. Number 8, Rob Dillingham going to the Spurs, but then getting traded immediately to Minnesota. This is another A for me. Not even so much for the play. Like, I like Rob Dillingham, right? I think he's a good young player. I think he's got great skills. He's aggressive. He can shoot really well. But what makes it an A for me is that Minnesota went, right, that's our guy. We need more creation when Ant's not on the floor. He can provide it. Let's go up and get him. Fucking doesn't matter what it costs. Let's just go get a player that's going to help us win now. And they've done that. I think it's a great move by Minnesota. A move. Keep it going. Fuck yeah. Number 9, Memphis snagged Zach Edey. That's an A for me again. Again, I am a much bigger fan of Zach Edey than I think a lot of people. I think there is still a place in this league for a big bruising center that just fucking destroys people down low, right? And he's already shown in Summer League that he can do that, right? And I think he's going to have no problems doing it against the NBA players as well, because none of them are built to guard that kind of player anymore. They're all built to guard Chet. You know, they're all these longer wing defenders built to get out to the three-point line and cover ground, you know? No one is built to guard a fucking 340-pound, fucking 7-foot monster that's just going to back you down, put his butt to you, and then turn around and fucking slam it on your head, right? I think there is a niche market where Zach Edey is going to thrive. Right now, he will be situational. He will be a situational player. There'll be times when you can't play him at all, times you can play him 28, 30 minutes, right? But those times when you can play him, he's going to give you 15 and 16 a night with 4 blocks. And that, for a number 9 pick in the draft, that's a fucking win, right? That is an absolute fucking win, all right? Coming in at number 10, we got J-Dub's brother, Cody Williams, going to the Utah Jazz. It's a B+ for me. I really like Cody. I would have loved to have got him on the Oklahoma City Thunder. Young, he's like his brother. He's you know, got these long arms. He projects to be a good defender. He's got a relatively nice shot, nice little handle. He's very, very lean, and he's still a lot of he's still a developmental process as well, right? He's a couple of years away from being, you know, a year away, right? But Utah, my problem that brings this down from, you know, an A- or something like that for me is Utah still can't work out whether they're shitting or they're getting off the pot, right? Do you want to be good now, or do you want to fucking tank for fucking Clingan, right? Make up your mind and pick a lane. Until then, it's a B+ for me. Buzelis going to Chicago at number 11. Fucking love it. Hometown boy. You saw how much it meant to him. I think this kid's got some real star potential. I think if there's a player in this, you know, in this list here that can really jump out and you know, grow above his draft pick at number 10, it's him. I think he's got some all-star potential there. And I reckon they just need, you know, I know Giddey's there and he's going to facilitate and stuff like that, but I wouldn't be surprised if Buzelis takes over a lot of that over the next couple of years and really grows into that role of the leader of this franchise as Chicago looks to rebuild. But I really like it. It's an A for me. Coming in at number 12, Nikola Topic going to the Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm going to have a quick drinks break right here. Just give me a second. It's a B for me, right? Everyone's sitting here thinking, oh, he's going to give it an A. It's the Oklahoma City Thunder. They draft like fucking magicians. They can't do anything wrong. Well, it's not they didn't do anything wrong, because whoever they drafted was not going to get much time, right? We were the #1 seed in the West. We only got better. We're going to be top 3 seed again. Whoever we drafted was not going to get a lot of playing time, right? So drafting someone that's not even going to play this year actually works, right? Because you're not taking minutes away from someone else. You're still trying to see if they've got it before you move on. You give him another year, let him recover. I think our developmental team was such a success with Chet. They think they can replicate that again, and I like that gamble, right? But you know, he's a guard that you know, and people are making the comparisons to Giddey. I think they're very different players. He's got a much cleaner shot. He shot well from the line, but he's an unathletic guard that needs the ball to create and doesn't play a lot of defense, right? I'm not sure how that fits into the Oklahoma City Thunder scheme, but I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. Ooh, pardon me. But for now, it's a B grade. Devin Carter to Sacramento, it's a B grade for me. I'm not sure how he fits into that ecosystem. It's not so much a Devin Carter, is a B. It's that him in Sacramento is a B for me, right? Because with the players they've got, with Fox being so ball heavy and Keegan Murray and things like that, I'm not sure, again, similar to OKC, where he fits and how much time he's going to get to actually grow as a player. And I think he would have been better off going to a team like a Chicago or a Washington, where he could have had a chance to really get some reps in, right? So it's a B for me. And then finishing off the lottery, we got Bub Carrington or Carlton Carrington going to Portland, but then getting traded to Washington. It's a C, right? C for me. And it's got nothing to do with Bub Carrington, right? I think he is a good player. Again, another player I would have liked to have seen with OKC. Bigger, longer, Ben Simmons-y type guard, but his shot's not quite there yet. I'm not sure he quite is ready for the NBA level yet. And then he's just going to Washington. Right? He's going to be playing behind Jordan fucking Poole. If I was Washington, I would jettison Poole as quickly as I can. And then if Bub Carrington was your starting guard, wing guard, whatever you want to call him, power, what is it called? Point forward, whatever the fuck they call it. You're starting him and Alexander Sarr and things like that, and you've got, Koulibaly from last year. That's the makings of a rebuild, and I like that. But as long as Jordan Poole's there, you're in the middle of fucking no man's land, and that is the worst place to be, because you're going to be shit, but not shit enough to actually get Cooper Flag, whatever his name is, for next year, right? So you're just wasting your own time. You're spinning your wheels, right? So it's a C from me. That's the lottery. I did just want to make note, obviously, of one more, obviously, and that's Dalton Knecht going to the Lakers at 17. Is a great pickup. I'm surprised he did not go in the lottery. I would have loved OKC to grab him at 12, but, beggars can't be choosers. It's fine. I think he's really going to help this team, and I think you'll be surprised. I think he'll put up some decent numbers this year for a Lakers team that needs some creation outside of LeBron, right? And with all the injuries they get, he'll get a ton of minutes. So I think he is this year as to what Jaime Jaquez was to Miami last year. That's my comparison there. And with that, we come to the end of this lottery grading special. I hope all you fucking flogs and flogouts out there like this shit, like me talking crap while getting drunk, because I'm trying to sober up a little bit right now, but it's not doing a very good job. If you do enjoy the content, right, please like, subscribe, all that fucking bullshit that you hear on every fucking YouTube channel ever. But I do appreciate it, and I will be back soon with some more long-form content, and keep an eye out for the shorts. I always like to just go on and swear for 40 seconds and then jump off. It's fucking easy, right? Thanks again. Appreciate your time. I will see you all in the next one. And don't forget to go fuck yourselves.